Hi, this is Joyce from This That Creations, where I inspire you to be original in all you do and just be you. Today I'm super excited to be joining this challenge hosted by Heidi Sonboul, DIY Challenge Christmas Theme. And don't forget to check out that playlist with a link down below. There's some amazing DIYers. And hey, don't forget to help a girl out. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my page. Please like and follow me on my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that bell for notifications. Thank you. Now let's get started. Alright guys, today we're going to go ahead and take this monthly calendar I got at the thrift store for $5. Normal price. I got it for $2.50 on a half off day. Those are my favorite days. This girl's always there. So we're going to go ahead and take this calendar. We're going to turn it into a Christmas countdown advent calendar. We'll need to go ahead and we'll have to sand this down. We're going to go ahead and use a sponge brush that I got from Ace. So we're going to go ahead and remove these pieces. We're going to give it a sanding. On some of these pieces we don't need to sand too much. We do need to sand over the flowers to make sure we get our coverage that we needed so it does not bleed through. And big shout out to Dorothy Taylor that painted this. It's beautiful. Kind of feel bad that I'm changing it, but I'm gonna. Alright guys, this is what we have. Just the basic. Sand it down. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start painting this. We're going to use my favorite, finally found some, girl was happy, the Waverly Chalk. Love it. Happy, happy. So we're going to use that. We're going to go ahead and give it full coverage. You may need to use 2 coats. We'll see. I also am going to use a chip brush I got from Amazon. I got a bulk of them for like 96 of them for like $24. But they weren't the best. This girl had to give them a haircut. So I just cut off the top so the bristles wouldn't fall out so easily. And you can see that there's some of the green showing through in the flowers, so this definitely will need 2 coats. May possibly need 3 on this top. It will not on the rest of it. So you just kind of want to put a moderate amount on, but not too much. You just want to let it dry, and then you'll have to do a second coat. The more you put on, the longer it takes to dry, and more clumpy it gets. Alright, some of these pieces inside here are kind of tricky to get to. I'm not overly worried about it because this part won't be seen, but I would like to have it semi-painted in here. You can get super picky about it. I'm not going to because I know it's going to be covered up. And it'd probably be better to use a smaller brush to reach in there. But this girl's just going for it. Alright guys, we got the first coat on. We're going to let it dry and then we'll do a second coat. Right now it will look kind of messy on your first coat sometimes. Don't get discouraged. Just wait till it dries and we'll do a second coat and it will look really good. We'll hopefully be able to cover some of this green. And we might need a third coat if we don't cover it. Okay, these bristles are driving me crazy. They keep coming out. It was a bad batch from Amazon. But this girl is going to use them because I paid for them. Alright, we got the second coat on and covered. Looks pretty good to me. I'm not seeing any bleed through. So we're going to set this aside and let it dry. And we are going to go ahead and move on to our little pieces here. I'm just going to do 1 coat. And I'm not going to do the back because this is going to be glued down and you'll see. So 1 coat, we'll move on to this and our board for December. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick off this September because it does not sand off very well. Okay, it's taking a little time, but if you just pick it off with your fingernail, it comes right off. And we'll be covering and sanding it anyway, so it's not going to be a big problem. Just going to go ahead and do light sanding on this piece. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and paint this with my Waverly White Chalk. Again, same thing with these little pieces. Got to do 25 of these. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to paint just 1 coat on here Make sure to get around the edges. And I think I'm only going to do one coat, and you'll see why. Okay, these pieces, they take forever to paint. I painted some earlier just to cut out the time because they take forever. Okay, I finished painting my pieces. We have to let them dry. They have to be super dry so we can put our stencils on them. So we're gonna give them time to dry. All right, guys, I've given this time to dry, but to be extra certain that it is dry, because you know, when we put our stencils on, we need it to be dry. I'm gonna use my little handy dandy pink hot tool gun I got off Amazon. I'll leave the link down below. All right, guys, so this is dried, but you can still see the outline of September. So I'm gonna have to give this another coat. So we're gonna give it another coat, and then we'll dry it with the heat tool. Well, here we go. Now we have it dried, and it's starting to have some character. Exactly what I want. So we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna work on our smaller pieces. It's turning out super cute, and there'll be more added to it. They'll make it even cuter. All right, we got all our pieces lined out, ready to go. They're all in order. Now we went ahead, and my husband helped me with this because he's super fast at it. We got our stencils 1 through 24. We got something else for the 25, you'll have to see. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put them on here, and we'll start bottom. It's easier that way. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna take it off and put it on. Maybe. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna find our center where we want to lay our number. I'm gonna stick it on, and you need to make sure that it is dry. Find where you want the placement. And take our little tool. And I always like to leave one little piece up so it's not so hard for me to grab. And we're gonna go ahead and just rub this down. And pull it back. Okay. All right, guys, I got all my numbers on my little blocks here. Takes a few minutes to do it because you have 24 of them. But look how super cute they already are. I love it. I love the font. Love it. Went ahead and put on my December. Super cute. I love the black and white together. Now, for the 25th, we're not putting the number 25th. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to do a little Santa hat. The white's not going to see it. I need to paint it black. All right, guys, so here's a problem I ran into. Didn't even think about it. This is white. I have a cute little red partial Santa hat, but I have white fluff. Can't see the white on the white. So what I'm gonna do to fix this, because this happens in real life, but it's still gonna turn out super cute. It will match. Gonna paint it black. Then we're gonna put it on, and we'll be able to see the whole hat. All right, got it painted black. It's going to stand out. I think it's going to add character to it, actually. So sometimes your mistakes are a good thing. But I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then we'll put the stencil on there. Okay, I got the little Santa hat on. It peeled up a little bit right here, but that's okay. It looks like a little dry brushed little antique. Super cute. I love it. So we're going to set these pieces aside and move on. Okay, I'm going to pick up my big piece here. And before we put our decals on, I'm going to go ahead and sand around the edges to give some distress look, because I just can't do a piece without having some distress in there, because this girl loves it. And I'm using this nail file from the Dollar Tree. I got this tip off another DIYer on YouTube. Blessed Beyond Measure. Really awesome idea, and I love it. Give it a shot. Okay, I'm just going around the edges, giving a little bit of the wood to show through. Now, you could do more or less I like to just do a little bit and then I look at it, decide where I want to add more. So I start with little and then add. All right, guys. So I'm just doing a light sanding around the edges. You can see right here. Doing more so in some areas where I want more distressed. Down the front here. And I'm going ahead and I'm going to do where we place our numbers at as well. I'm going to do these a little more heavy because that's the look I want. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I like that look, so I'm doing it. All right, guys, I went ahead and got it sanded. It does take a little bit of work. You got to put some elbow grease in there a little bit on some spots, but this is what you get. Turned out super cute. I'm going to brush this off. And then we'll start with our next step. I love how it's turning out. All right, guys, with our next step, we have these decals that we made on graphic and then printed out on the Cricut. So we have Countdown to Christmas and a little red sleigh. We're gonna go ahead and place them on the top here. So let's do that. So right here, you want to just make sure to find your centerpiece before you lay it down all the way. Find out exactly where you want to lay it. Okay, and sometimes you can notice that I struggled a little bit to get them off my transfer tape. You need to make sure you rub them down really good. Sometimes some of them will just be a pain anyway. It'll take a little bit of maneuvering to get it done. Just be patient. You don't want to go too fast or you'll rip it. And you want to make sure you're really smoothing down on it to make it peel up easier as well. All right, we got the decal on here. That's what we have. Super cute. Love it. I just love this black and white and a pop of red. Exactly what I wanted, what I envisioned. And I love the distress here. Just love it. What we're going to go ahead and do next is we're going to put our numbers in. And you only need 5 per row. So we're only going to 25. Okay, this is what we have, guys. Look how super cute. I just love this piece. I love that accident happened because I think it just stands out more with one black piece down here for the 25th. Absolutely love it. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is I bought these at the Dollar Tree, little tacks. We're going to place them in above the number so that we can make a wreath above it to tell us what day we're on. Originally I thought about cutting these off, but I realized because we have enough space here, I'm just going to tack them in. All right, guys, we got all the tacks pounded in. Look how super cute this is. I absolutely love this. Love it. I found these, like I said, at the Dollar Tree. It was a perfect fit when I saw them. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, we're almost finished with this project, is we're going to go ahead and glue our December up here. And then we'll make a wreath. Okay, we got the December on here. This is turning out just how I envisioned it. I didn't envision this to be black, but I'm glad I made that mistake. It's turning out super cute. I love it. I love the simple decal. Love the colors. Now let's go ahead and make a wreath, and we will be almost done. I got these little stamp ups, is what they're called, but I got them at the thrift store. They're like little wreath forms already, but we're going to change it around a little bit. I got these for $1 at the thrift store because that's what I love doing. I love taking thrift store stuff and turning it around from this to that. That's what I love doing. As they all fall. Okay, we're just going to take and we're going to unwind this because I don't want it that small, and I want to decide my form and the height and the width that I want. So we could hook it onto our tacks. Just going to take it and form a wreath, and we'll add some glue. Okay, I have my real wreath. I'm going to go ahead and I got these pieces also for $1 at the thrift store. I'm telling you, I'm a thrift store junkie. I love the thrift store. I'm going to use these little bells to place on top of the wreath. Just going to glue on here. Alright guys, I'm going to take and cut off a piece of this leftover wreath I have, the extra. And I'm going to glue it to the back of the wreath to have it hang on. To be able to hang on our tack.
Hold on.
Alright guys, this is what we have, the finished wreath. So you can take it and you can move it from day to day. There. Trying to do it backwards. So you move it on day to day. There. Super cute. Can't do it backwards. You get the drift. Now I wanted to add one little thing. I'm not sure turn around. How to turn around. So, at the star, I got these from Walmart. It came in a pack like this for $1.98. And I would like to put it down here. I'm going to cut off the twine. And we'll put a bow on it. And this project will be done. Alright guys, we are done. It is super cute. I absolutely love this. I made this for my daughter and my grandkids. It'll be a perfect little gift for her to hang in our house, and they'll enjoy it. So we have our wreath we did here, and you can move it from tack to tack per day. Cute little Santa hat down here. Added a little star and bow that I think just added a little cute touch to it. I'm absolutely in love with this. I love the distress. I love the decals. Love it all. I love doing this. It is my passion. So I hope you give it a shot. Find something like this. Just be creative and think differently. Thank you. Have a good day.